boom, I'm second in line. Woo! He says to me, Sarap Shop, where have I seen Sarap Shop before? Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. We hope y'all have been enjoying the vlogs that we've been sharing.
Or the Sarap Shop.
That's Sarap. And if you're new here, welcome in. We are the Sarap Shop. We are a family-ran business here in San Francisco. But today I get to share a fun story with y'all. And if you can't tell by the clothes that I'm wearing, it's about one of my favorite topics I love talking about. The Golden State Warriors! Yeah! It's not just about the Warriors, it's a story about how we became friends with Kelenna and Rona Azubuike and how the Sarap Shop became the first location in San Francisco to start selling their cornbread. Honestly, it's like one of those fun, wild stories. I still can't believe that we get to do this with them. And I'm gonna tell this story on my commute over to HQ. All right, y'all, let's go. All right, so you might be wondering, who is Kelenna Azubuike? If you're a Dubs fan, you already know who he is, but if you don't know who he is. So Kelenna is a former Golden State Warriors basketball player. He played on the team from 2006 to 2010, and now he is currently the Warriors color commentary on the broadcast. So he's announcing the games. And then recently, him and his wife, Rona, started a cornbread business and called it Kelenna's Famous Cornbread. So this story begins way back last year when the NBA All-Star Game was here in San Francisco, and the last time it was here, I missed out on it. So I wanted to make sure I was gonna make the most out of all of the All-Star festivities for that weekend, and my goal for that weekend was really just to meet as many current and former Golden State Warriors players and have them sign my Warriors Sarap Shop jersey. So a couple days before All-Star weekend, I overheard Kelenna talking about how he's gonna be selling his cornbread at a meet and greet at a Warriors activation that's like on my way to HQ. This was actually like on the top of my list of things to do during All-Star weekend. That Friday morning, I texted Kristen. I told her I was gonna be running in to work a little bit late because I wanted to stop by a few of the All-Star activations before coming in. She told me that was totally fine and to enjoy all of the All-Star festivities that I could, because she already knows like I'm a really big basketball fan, let alone a Dubs fan. So I get to the activation, I see our beautiful trophies sitting on a table. I walk around, I take a picture in a photo booth. I meet two Golden State Valkyries players, Tippy Hayes and Kayla Townsend. Shout out to y'all. Congrats on an incredible season. We can't wait for season 2. And then I spot his cornbread table. And of course, I pick the most Filipino flavor, the ube salted egg. Honestly, it's my favorite. After I pick up the cornbread, I see one guy standing off to the side. I ask him if he's waiting in line to meet Kelenna. He nods yes. I'm like, boom! I'm second in line. Woo! My heart is racing. I'm super pumped up to meet Kelenna. Some guy comes out, he lets us know that he's gonna be running late. I'm like, thank God. Gives me a little bit more time to prepare myself. You might be wondering, prepare yourself? Prepare yourself for what? I get starstruck so easily, and 1, I didn't want to fumble my words when I meet him, and then 2, I didn't want to say something embarrassing that I would totally regret in the end. So it's something that I've been actively working on over the years, and I've honestly gotten a lot better, and my constant reminder to myself is just be genuine and just be yourself. So when he finally arrives, my first 2 thoughts were, wow, he's really tall, and wow, he's really handsome. When it was my turn to meet him, you know, we dabbed up. I told him I'm a really big fan, and I was really excited to finally try his cornbread. We snapped a few pictures. I asked him if he could sign my jersey. He nodded yes. And as he begins to sign my jersey, I can see him mouth Sarap Shop. And he says to me, Sarap Shop, where have I seen Sarap Shop before? I tell him that we have a food stall at Chase Center and that he's actually had our food during the broadcast. He waves over to his wife, Rona, and he's like, babe, talk to him. We got to figure out how to collab. I'm like, oh my God, that really caught me off guard and my adrenaline was pumping. I took a deep breath in and reminded myself again, be yourself, be genuine. I chat with Rona for 30 minutes, we exchange emails, and then she gives me Kelenna's number. I'm like, are you sure that's okay? She's like, yeah, it's totally fine. Just shoot him a text message so that he has your number and then we can chat after All-Star Weekend. I left in complete disbelief. Even like telling this story right now, I'm just like, wow, I'm getting the feels all over again. I immediately call Kristen after this. I tell her that I just met Kelenna and he potentially wants to collab with us. I want to spill all the details, but I know I want to just save it all in person. So I rush over to HQ, tell her and JP all the details of everything that happened meeting Kelenna, and their jaws just dropped. They couldn't believe it. And shortly after I tell them the story, I send Kelenna a text message. It's like saying, hey, Kelenna, James, really great to meet you again and super excited to potentially collaborate. Enjoy the rest of All-Star Weekend and hope to chat soon. Super cool message. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, you got it, man. Like, just be cool. Just be yourself. So I was buzzing with all that excitement and it carried throughout the weekend. I made the most out of All-Star Weekend. I got to meet a few more current and former Golden State Warriors players, and JP and I got to attend our very first All-Star game. So that is now checked off my bucket list. After All-Star Weekend, I'm coming off a huge high. I'm still in disbelief with all the things that I got to do, and most importantly, just meeting Kelenna and potentially collaborating. So typically when we get asked to collab on things, it takes a few days, sometimes a few weeks for things to kind of like materialize or just like get things onto the calendar. But that following Tuesday, I get a text from Kelenna. It says, got time to chat today. But of course I say yes. I tell Kristen and JP that we have a call with Kelenna later on in the afternoon. I keep thinking to myself, oh my God, I can't believe this is really happening. I get another text from him, calling soon. My heart is racing at this point. So we talked for over an hour. It's like catching up with family. By the end of the conversation, we set a date for them to come visit, for them to drop off some samples to us. When they came by the shop, it was on a Thursday. It was towards the end of service. They greeted us with warm hugs. They ordered food. And to my surprise and to my heart's enjoyment, they ordered adobo, and you already know that is my favorite dish. And they even ordered one to take home with them. And then they shared samples of their cornbread with us, and then Kelenna signed Kristen's jersey. It's a fun fact, Kristen actually got to meet Kelenna years and years ago when he was still playing on the Warriors, and met him at a meet and greet at a Safeway. We talked for over an hour. We could have talked for probably a lot longer than that, but you know, we had to break down for service. But after spending all that time with them, it just felt right, and we were super excited to form this partnership with them. After weeks of talking, we signed the agreement, and now we are officially the first store in San Francisco to carry Kelenna's famous cornbread. Woo! Honestly, it still feels so surreal to me. I keep pinching myself. I was just in disbelief. I kept on pinching myself thinking like, am I gonna be waking up from a dream? But it's all real, and I'm honestly just so thankful. And just like that, we're here at HQ. So we're here at HQ, and that's the story about how we became friends with Kelenna and Rona Azubuike. There's honestly so much more to this story, like taking our mom to Filipino Heritage Night, tabling at a card show and meeting Joe Montana for the first time, our official launch party. I'll save those for another episode. Retelling this story right now, I still can't believe it. I get all the feels telling it all over again. And honestly, for as long as I can remember, I've always been shy and not so confident. If this experience has taught me anything, it's just to be genuine and to shoot your shot, because you really don't truly know what's gonna happen and what's gonna come out of it. If you're in San Francisco and you wanna try Kelenna's famous cornbread, stop by HQ, order it for your next catering gig, or stop by our stand at Chase Center. And if you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more behind the scenes stories and shenanigans here at the Sarap Shop. Until then, see y'all later, see you another time, and go Warriors! Yeah!